Hey there, sweetness. How goes that? I do hope that it goes well. Quick name of the game. If there is anything that is connective to this collective, that is beautiful, and I invite you to take it with you. If, however, nothing here resonates, that's all right. You just leave it right where you found it. It's probably a piece of information that was meant for somebody else in the collective, and you should never take something off the table, or in general, that does not belong to you. Keep in mind that time may be fluid as well as energy, and let's get into it, shall we? Oh, yes, we shall. What are we getting into? Slow, steady Sunday sessions. Spirit of love, truth, grace, guidance, protection, forgiveness. Please guide these messages, guide the collective, guide us in all our ways. Always. Thank you. There's just like an avalanche off of my building. I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but it scared my bunny. Goodness. Very, very snowy where I am. All right. Normally, I like to give you guys a hit of the bowl. I'm not going to feed you guys this because it's resin right now. But it is a very concentrated, potent cleanser for the energy, for the area. Excuse me. And for my lungs. Keynotes. So all signs, welcome home, homies. I don't know if I said that part or not. Still woke up with my coffee. Waking bacon, but keynotes. I started off with some keynotes for the reading. Bibliomancy grabbed from Romeo and Juliet, and a wee bit of numerology from the Shanti Shebrew numbers book. So to start us off, we have I'll not be forsworn. I'll not be forsworn. And that is to say, I will keep my word. I will keep my word. And there was number 205 next to the quote and sentence. And so the Shanti Shebrew numerology for 205 is the word sin. Sin. And so I feel it's an energy of be sure to keep your word, collective. And don't worry too much about those that didn't keep their word to you. Spirit is out there watching. Spirit is in control and in charge. And yeah, it's quite sinful to be forsworn, to not keep your word. Not saying it could never be forgiven, but it is sinful. And then there was something about refusing to be a puppet or a doll anymore. Someone is refusing to be a puppet or a doll anymore. And I feel like something about them in the past being, a puppet or a doll Mamet, as the Romeo and Juliet put it. Mamet, puppet doll. So I feel like in the past, someone was kind of a puppet. They were kind of being pulled around on strings, okay? Or they were kind of a doll, and they were all about keeping up on appearance for other people's sake or something. It's an energy of not doing that anymore. It's an energy of I didn't keep my word because I allowed myself to be puppeteered, or I was off acting like a doll. I don't know. But it's an energy of that coming to end and not to being forsworn, and being sure to keep the words spoken. And in doing so, may bring great gain, keeping your word. Because lastly, from Romeo and Juliet, we have the word stratagems popped out. And that is all about tests. Tests and warlike maneuvers. So I feel like perhaps someone in the past failed to test to keep their word. They were being pulled on puppet strings, or maybe they were even trying to be the puppeteer, maybe a bit of both. But that stratagem failed them before, and so they're trying a new stratagem. And perhaps that one will help them pass their test, their divine test in the divine obstacle course that is life. So that's what we start with. You know what? We're going to do a little bit of signs. Grab a message for all signs real quick. Do some channeled cards. Sunday session messages for all signs. Someone is becoming unified with self very, very successfully, might I add. And it's friggin' magical. And you're killing it, dude. You're killing it. Becoming unified with yourself. Being sure to never be a mammoth. So there's all signs messages. Unified with self and killing it. Boom. Leo. Channeled messages for Leo. What's the reason for this? The King of Diamonds, King of Wands. Leo, you're feeling very fragile, and it's due to a King of Wands, someone that's just gotta have it their way or the highway. And they want to know the reason for everything about you, and you just want to know the reason for their refusal to accept who you are. You feel like you don't really mean anything to them. Keep in mind, you mean everything to somebody, especially to yourself. Libra. Messages for Libra. Alert, add attention. something's not moving and it's all over something that was found out. Something to do with too many musketeers. And so things are at a standstill. Healing is at a standstill. Gemini. Messages for Gemini. Something is surprisingly real, surprisingly true. A Queen of Wands surprised you, Gemini, by how surprisingly real and surprisingly true they are, and how surprisingly well put together they are in such a way that they have accomplished building something off of the ground, from the ground up, and something that has roots. So, Gemini, you have been surprised, and you're not hating it. Taurus. Messages for Taurus. Always talking. I don't know why I just are always talking smack. Yeah, okay, I'll buy it. Somebody's always talking smack about something, about someone for some reason. And it's like, because of that, because of their always talking smack, they can't complete something. They can't, I don't know. I'm just getting, there's something that they cannot complete because they're always talking smack about someone. And it's like they take 4 steps forward, and then they talk some kind of smack about someone. You know, they say something that's untrue. They, participate in gossip in the rumor mill, and throwing shade on people's names, which is kind of like throwing black magic at them. And in doing so, they get knocked right back from the 9 to the 5. Okay. From the 9 of Wands to the 5 of Wands. Ouch. It's like every time they get, 2 steps forward, 10 steps back. And that's what it is. So someone needs to concentrate more on themselves and talking kindly about others, as well as talking kindly about themselves. Virgo. What do we got for Virgo? That one went right on the floor. 4 of Swords. Is it too late to walk away? Someone's laying in waiting, like literally kind of laying on the ground. I'm hearing they just want to lay on the ground until they melt into it. In this moment, they're thinking, is it too late to walk away from something? And so they're kind of just like suspended there in time, laying there on the ground, melting into it, or waiting to melt into it. I don't know. Ophiuchus. What do we have for Ophiuchus? Ophiuchus, there's a lot on the line when it comes to a King of Cups. And whoever this King of Cups is, they're thinking either that they have got to chill out and act cool when it comes to you, or they're, vice versa. Somebody's thinking that they've got to chill out and act cool. I'm also kind of getting, maybe they want the other person, like if it's them, they want you to kind of chill out. They're thinking you got to chill out just a little. But I'm more so thinking that this is somebody talking to themselves, saying, "Ooh, I gotta chill out. I gotta act cool. I gotta be cool. Be cool, dude. Be cool. Be cool. There's a lot on the line. Be cool, homie. Be cool." Yeah. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Pisces. What do we have for Pisces? Pisces. Messages for Pisces. That was quite a few. Something about a maiden voyage in the reverse. So it's like been there, done that. Been there, done that. So I know where all the tripwires are. I can do this all by myself. I know my way. I've been here before. And now I'm coming out on top. On top of what? On top of pain, on top of deception, on top of schemes. Coming out the other side. It's like you had been in some sort of really crappy situation, may have been relational to either your parents or may have been relational to someone you were in a relationships with, their parents. And it's like you've been through it before. It was a, mucky situation, been through it before, mucked your way through it. Been through this before. I know where all the, soft spots and weak spots and tripwires and booby traps are. I could do this all by myself with my friggin' eyes closed. I can get right through this and come out on top. On top of the energy. And I can get myself back through it again because I've been there, done that. And it's something about meet the parents. And so I'm kind of getting almost like, in the past, you've had to muck through some sort of relation. But in the future, you've been through the cycle, you've been through the wash, and you're going to come out on top. And potentially this is like something that's grown into a happy, healthy sort of vibe. Yeah. So we got Pisces. Aquarius. Messages for Aquarius. Somebody's dipping their toe. Dipping their toe. Six of Wands energy. Dipping their toe into walking away from something that they thought was sturdy built, but walking into something that just may be much more sturdier for them. I don't know if that's you or someone else, Aquarius, but somebody's toe dipping. Aries, messages for Aries. Resistance. Hey, la resistance. Alarms sound. That right there, I'm hearing the Lakotas, the ancient Lakota chant. Show of force, no matter how concealed, begets resistance. So be careful. Showing force, Aries. Or if you're dealing with an Aries, you be careful with a show of force towards them, because let me tell you, Aries are spitfires. Something here about a medicine that has been building something medicinal, but it's something that has been practiced and practiced and practiced, and it's still in the practice. Still being worked out, worked on, perfected. Working on honing your craft passionately. Yeah, that's what I've got there. Also, if you're in some sort of emotional pain that you just feel like you can't, I don't want to sound like a dink when I say this, but you feel like you can't get over it, and you're like, why can't I get past this? Why can't I get over it? Have you, taken time to really, really, really sit with spirit, ask that question, and then listen to the universe for your answers? Just a question. All right. Scorpio. I'm going to take a sip of coffee. What do we have for Scorpio? Messages for Scorpio. almost wanted to, but it didn't come out, so I'm not going to force it. Show of force begets resistance. Messages for Scorpio. What do we have for Scorpio? King of Swords. Kindness. Quick. Pleasant. Free. Strength. Courage. A helper. Scorpio, I feel like this is you going through phases to get to Emperor status, and we have 13 here, which is the which is your card number, right, for the tarot. But you're in King of Swords energy. Pleasant, free, strong, courageous, kind, helping. And I don't know, something's coming quickly. Something is coming quickly. Some sort of thought, some sort of logic, some sort of elevation, ascension. It's coming quick. Sagittarius. That did flip. Something here about Seven of Cups. Huge undertaking. There's going to be a ginormous decision that needs to be made, and it is going to domino effect into existence a huge undertaking if it hasn't begun already. And I have to say, I feel like it is a blessed undertaking, a happy, healthy something. That does not feel like negative energy. We have Capricorn. What do we have for Capricorn? What can we say to the Cappies? We have, after what I did, I have to say, dude, all right, when I said, what do we have for the Cappies? This is a little bit personal. What do we have for the Cappies? It made me think of someone that I knew when I was younger from my childhood, or I knew of them. They were my friend's father, and they went by the nickname Cappy. And they were killed. They were like pushed off their boat or something like that, and killed. And so I was going to say, what can we say to the Cappies? And I was going to say, just be really careful on boats, careful, regarding boats and ships and things. And then, I don't know. So I just feel like somebody, I don't know. I just clarify this. Two of Wands after what I did. Big old blowhard ass hat. Okay. So Capricorn, somebody treated you like you were a dime a dozen, like there was more than one of you, and they were dead wrong. This is what this is. Somebody acted like there was more than one of you. They were absolutely wrong. They were a big old blowhard. They were an asshat, and they did something which I feel like is, they pushed you away emotionally, energetically, physically. They pushed you away. And now they're standing there in Two of Wands energy, kind of thinking about it and wondering, is there any going back after what they did? And we have Cancer. Messages for Cancer. What do we got for the Crabbies? Messages for Cancer. Messages for Cancer. For Cancer. Messages for Cancer, please. What do we have for Cancer? Can't be stopped. Can't be stopped. The past turning into a bright, powerful future. Your light, your changes, your growth and intuitional development. It can't be stopped. It landing here really told me something. And that's what we have for these signs. Beauteous. Thank you. Ooh. The Empress, daughter of the mighty ones. Hello, Empress energy. Messages for the collective. General messages for the collective. Six of Wands in the reverse, which is the Lord of Victory in the reverse. Eight of Cups in the reverse, Lord of Abandoned Success in the reverse. Three more, please. Get them shuffled real nice and dirty. Three more cards for the collective, please. If we may. Thank you. The Lovers, Children of the Voice Divine. Two more, please. Two more, please. Thank you. The Magician in the reverse, the Magus of Power in the reverse. And thank you, the Sun, Lord of the Fire of the World. Bottom of the deck, we have Six of Pentacles, Lord of Material Success. P.S. This is the Hermetic Tarot, for any who wonder. And we're going to get into the book on this a bit. This is quite a deck. Excuse me. As I said, we begin with the Empress, daughter of the Mighty Ones. My mind just told me to get you guys a number for 3. Something about sharpening your way forward, or sharpening your way to balance, sharpening your senses on finding the way to balance. That's better. The Empress, daughter of the Mighty Ones, Daleth, door. The sign of Venus appears above the Empress in the sign of Libra, ruled by Venus at the top of the card. The Empress is the Greek figure Aphrodite, Urania. The spiraling flames at her side represent her birth from water. The 12 stars overhead represent the zodiac that surrounds her. She holds a diamond scepter. The Empress has wings and is clothed in the sun, dude. The Empress has wings and is clothed in the sun. The Empress is the center of the Emperor. She has a black eagle at her feet, which is the counterpart of the alchemical eagle. In the next card, above the eagle, at the Empress's knees, is the inverted crescent moon. Meanings: beauty, happiness, pleasure, success, action, development, luxury. Six of Wands in the reverse. Lord of Victory. In the reverse, this means delay, fear, apprehension. Eight of Cups in the reverse. You know what? Hang on. Hang on. All right. Empress. Empress, sharpening her way toward balance. Embodying beauty, happiness, pleasure, success, action. Development, luxury. Okay. And then 6 wands reversed. Was delay, fear, apprehension. Eight of Cups reversed. Happiness, festivity, joy. Woo! Lovers, which, like we did with Empress being number 3, we will do Lovers as number 6. We'll get a shanty number there. Sweet. Sweet lover. Where it's upright, I will read the whole thing here. The Lovers, children of the voice divine, Zane, sword. Andromeda is shown chained to a rock and threatened by a dragon rising from the waters of stagnation. Perseus quickly wields a sword to protect her against the dragon. At the upper right of this card appears the sign for Gemini. It is important to study this card along with Temperance. The Lover's card also pertains to Sagittarius, the archer, hence the bow and arrow. At the upper center. Although the Lovers and Temperance are opposite cards, they are very closely and strongly connected. Meanings: inspiration, motivation, love, beauty, action, impulse, harmony. Dude, harmony with beauty and action. Inspiration, motivation, love, beauty. Action, impulse, harmony. The Magician in the reverse. Insecurity, ineptitude, weak-willed. And the Sun, Lord of the Fire of the World. Resh, head. Beneath a fiery sun, 2 children dance wildly, and roses appear between them and behind each of them. The roses represent the flowering of the solar influence. The dancing sirens are young, shameless, and innocent. The sun and its heat are a beneficent source of life, and a melter of the waxen wings of ambition and curiosity. Didn't I say something about somebody wanted to melt into the ground? Wasn't that a thing? The sun and its heat are a beneficent a source of life, and a melter of the waxen wings of ambition and curiosity. The sun radiates upon the children. It is Hiru-Ra-Ha, Lord of the new Aeon. Meanings: glory, gain, riches, satisfaction, arrogance. Satisfaction. Oh, and then we had bottom of the deck was the Six of Pentacles, Lord of material success. Was six. Lord of material success, a hand from the bottom grasps a branch of white roses with buds and opened petals, each of which touches a pentacle. In the center discs appears a hexagram and swastika. The upper and lower discs contain the quarter moon and the symbol for Taurus. Moon in Taurus, 10 degrees to 20 degrees. Angels, Nemamaya and Yael. Meanings: success and gain in material undertakings. Dude, we got that word too. Undertakings. Power, influence, rank, nobility. Wasn't it Sagittarius that got undertakings? Undertakings: power, influence, rank, nobility, rule over people, fortunate, successful, just, and liberal. I'm getting something here about some sort of long-standing separation that has taken place, but links to the soul still remain, and it's sort of like through all insecurity, through all ineptitude, through all weak will, satisfaction and glory will be gained. Try not to be arrogant. Confident, yes. Arrogant, no. There's a lot here about the Empress and the Lovers. Sagittarius energy, Gemini energy. A little bit of earth. Happiness through form of water. Festivity and joy. I don't know. I'm getting something about if it's like if what goes around comes back around, and something comes back around. Just hang on, I forgot to write this. Be just, be liberal, be noble. Apply just nobility liberally. If you gain some sort of rule over people, rule with love, reign with love, lead with love. Lead how you would want to be led. Don't act like some sort of evil puppeteer. Make sure you keep your word. And there's a lot about beauty and action and beauty and action. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Take action towards what is beautiful to you, collective. Divinely beautiful. If you ask me, this has been one divinely beautiful reading. And this is where I'm going to call it. I thank everyone for joining. I ask you to hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the Shanty Tribe. Until we speak again. Mwah.